Hey, good morning, Betty. Good morning, Laura. How are you? I hope you're all well. I'm just finding myself on... How's the move going, Laura? I'm just waiting for WoodUBend to share me out. Oh, you're unpacking. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Kim. So just give them a few minutes. And today will be my first education station. You don't need to hear that. I'm up early, yeah, because I've got education station for WoodUBend today. I hope so. I'm just waiting for them to share me out. We're going to work on this teacup. You know how the British love tea? So I thought it's only fair that we start off our first education station with them. And we're going to make this into an ornament when they tell me I can start. So I apologize for the delay. Oh, thank you, Betty. Okay, we've got WoodUBend South, WoodUBend London, Leeds on, and we'll wait. Hey, Leona, it is a beautiful teacup. It's nice to see all my friends up and early. I have to tell you, it's the first time I put my makeup on this early, by the way. I am all cross-posted? Okay, thank you, Jane. Good morning, everyone. This is Rima Bishara from Walls and More. And I'm going to be doing Education Station. And in a minute, I'm going to turn you down. But first, I wanted to show you what we're working on. We are going to make this teacup into a Christmas ornament. So I'll turn you down, and if you have any questions, please just post them. Someone will for sure answer. If not, I will go back and answer. So we're going to be using today the blue phthalo metallic paste. And it's by Posh Chalk Metallic, and I just love this product. Let me just get some out so I don't contaminate. Good morning, Kat. I don't think I'll need more than that, but if I do, I will post it. Oops, and there I go, messy Rima. So, all I'm going to do right now is, you know, the metallic paste is incredibly smooth. It is very pasty, if you can say that. And all I'm going to do is just paint my teacup. You can pounce it on. And I just love this metallic blue. And if I'm missing any questions, oh, I'm so glad. Thank you, WoodUBend Moldings. So I hope, if you can't see, if my, if the view's not good, please let me know, because it's hard for me to judge. I hope you've all had a great evening, and if you're in the United States and if you're in Europe, that you've had a great day. So look at this. Now I can continue covering it. It's going to need a second coat. Thank you, Betty. Almost there. I'm going to dry it very, very quickly. This is a porcelain cup. And we're using the blue phthalo of WoodUBend, Posh Chalk, not WoodUBend. There it is. So it's relatively easy to paint, or you can pounce if you wanted a little bit more texture. And I'm just going to dry it with my hairdryer. You can smooth it out if you want, or you can leave it textured. I'm going to smooth mine out just a little bit. And then we'll dry it. But first I want to clean my hands because I'm messy, and typically when I work, the stuff goes all over the place. So I'm just going to dry it. Make sure when you're drying porcelain or glass that you don't get it too hot. Kat, it's after 1 a.m. and you're watching me from Australia. Wow. You really must like me. Or WoodUBend. She is a night owl, isn't she? And you can find these teacups in thrift stores, and they're not very expensive. Let me just test this out. And it doesn't take long for it to dry. I'm going to wait for a few minutes for it to cool down because I don't want to apply the rest of the phthalo paste. Now you can leave it like this. Sorry, I turned the camera so that you can see. Or you can give it a second coat. I'm going to give it a second coat. But you can leave it like this. So I just want to make sure that you can see. And you can add water to it if you wanted it thinner. You can put it through a stencil and then heat it up and it will puff up. And that's an amazing look. And it comes in many colors. I can't remember exactly how many they have, including their precious metal, collection. It's not perfect inside, but that's okay. And look at how much I still have left. I am just going to put it back because I don't... Oh, you do, Kat. Thank you. You're so sweet. I'm just going to put this back because I don't want to waste it. And none of it has been contaminated. And I just put a piece of plastic on top, just so that I want it protected. Now I'm going to wait for this to dry, but in the meanwhile, we're going to make some pigments. I'm going to use the Byzantine Posh pigments. Why am I shaking it? Hi Maddie, how are you? Yes, a little goes a very long way. And this is what the pigment looks like when you first open it. And this is my brand new jar because I finished the other one. And it's taken me over 2 years to finish the other one. And just look at how little pigment I am using. Not very much at all. The other thing that you will need is the Posh Chalk Pigment Infuser. And I keep mine in this bottle because it's easier for me to pour from this than it is to open this and pour it. Oh, you're having coffee? That's great, Maddie. Press and seal is great for open. Yes, it certainly is. And when I said plastic, that's what I meant, but Betty knows my words better than me. So I'm going to hold this up. Hi, Kathy, how are you? Okay, so I'm just going to pour, and this is Byzantine Gold. And it hasn't even mixed, but you can see how it becomes like liquid gold. Now, the amount of infuser that you put in really depends on how thick you want it. You can make it as thick or as thin as you want. And a little goes a long, long way. You can keep this stored. I'm going to need a little bit more. You can keep this stored in a plastic jar, a container. But look at that. And I'm going to paint. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do first. I'm going to pretend that these small dots, oops, I messed up. But it's easy to clean. I'm going to use the back of my brush and make little dots inside. And I will show you in a minute. See my little dots? These are going to be my stars. It's hard to show you how I'm doing this. Maybe like this. Can you see now? And I'm not worried about what size I'm doing. You can use the back of a brush. You can use any tool that will give you the size that you desire. And I'm going to mostly concentrate on putting my stars, oops, right up here. Can you still see? Oh, thank you, WoodUBend. Yeah, but sometimes it doesn't work, Kat. I do that with some of the paints, but doesn't always work for me. So I'm just going to add a few more stars in the sky, because that's what this is. And when you're using the paste, you can make the sky lighter by adding a titanium white. and a touch of black. If you want it a little darker, you can blend the colors in. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to add this. The other thing I'm going to do... Good morning, Lynn. How are you? The other thing I'm going to do is paint the handle with the pigment, just in case you wondered why else I needed the pigment. And this will probably just need one coat. And I want it to dry. Sorry, I'm concentrating on painting the little areas. And I've done, make sure you get the inside, which is what I'm trying to do here. And I really love this Byzantine gold. It comes in several colors of gold. I think that there's lemon gold, pale gold, orange gold, Byzantine. And then it comes in violet. There are 2 reds. And there's a green phthalo, and we need you, WoodUBend, to come up with a blue. We decided that on the last slide. Oops. Did I mess this up? Yeah. And the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some gold around here. Just for some detail. Now you can of course add more details if you wanted to the teacup, and that's all entirely up to you. I'm just showing you. I did mess up, but it's easy to clean. I keep touching it, which I shouldn't. I'm going to leave it to dry. Okay, so now we have the teacup with the handle all done and the top all done. And it doesn't end there. We're going to make this into an ornament. You can, of course, add... I just want to make sure I have enough time. I got these 2 pieces of WoodUBend, and they were attached like this. But somehow I cut them out for another project, and I had sanded this down. So I'm just going to paint this. I could have painted this blue, but I just wanted to keep it simple. So I'm just painting all the details of the WoodUBend. And maybe we can highlight with the blue phthalo. sorry, I need my heat gun. I forgot to put it on because it's not done. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for the hearts. And it's just, it makes, it'll look good hanging on a tree. Okay, I might do some highlighting. Now the rest of your pigment, do not throw away. I have a container, that's pale gold. I have a special container, my old container that I finished, that I'm going to add my leftover pigments, because I hate wasting. And make sure you keep it sealed. And I'll put a piece of plastic over it. Okay, I'm going to wait for this to dry. And I don't want to mess up my teacup. But I want to check if this. I'm just going to dry this a little bit because I do want to hang a piece of trim. And I can't decide if I want gold or if I want red. And you'll know why red. Of course, when you're doing it, you wouldn't be doing it in such a rush. I also have this piece of snow that we're going to use right in the center. Let me just get rid of this so we don't end up missing. But before we do that, actually, we should add these. Now, these two pieces of WoodUBend, although I'm not doing, I'm just doing metallic paste today, but I will add some WoodUBend to it. And we're going to do that right around the handle. And if some seeps out, I'm okay. This is where we're going to be adding it, right here. So, I'm going to heat it up. Oops, it fell down because I wasn't holding on to it tight enough. Now you don't have to add this, but I am. And just heat it up so that whenever you use WoodUBend, the best way to adhere it is, well, the only way, not just the best way, is to add a good wood glue. And I use Quick and Thick wood glue by Titebond. Thank you, Betty. And I'm going to push this down. And you can get these teacups, like I said, anywhere. Yard sales, although it's winter, it's cold. It's freezing in Boston today, and I'm not too happy about the weather. So I'm going to keep my fingers down on it. and you keep it till it's cool. And it keeps rising up on me because I put it in the wrong place. And you can highlight this with some of the blue phthalo. Let's add some more here. Oh, I can see I did not paint the this trim completely, but I can do that later. So I'm just adding, it's preferable that you don't do what I just did. It's preferable that you heat up the WoodUBend first, but I didn't. So don't do what I do. Oops, wrong place. And let me just put that in here. It just gives it an extra design. Good morning, Tina. Thank you for joining me so early in the morning for those in the United States. At least it's early for me. I don't know if there's any West Coast people. I'm going to hold this down, and some glue will seep out, but you can clean it with a wet brush just by putting it in water, or you can use an ear thing, an earbud, whatever it's called. Oh, thank you, Kim. Thank you, my friend. So this is what it looks like now. And we're going to apply, oops, I should get something to get it to sit on. You know what? I'm going to do this and put this on top so that I can decorate it. First, I think I'm going to use the red bow, the red tie thing. And then we're going to put some Christmas ornaments in it. So I'm going to put some trees. Let me just see if my glue gun is ready. Oops. And don't drop it like I just did. And another, a dwarf. I mean, no, not a dwarf. A gnome. Inside. What is wrong with my fingers? A snowman for color. And actually, we need this first. This is my snow blanket, and we're almost done, WoodUBend. Sorry if I took longer than I should. I'm just going to put some glue here and scrunch it up. Well, you can make a better thing out of it, but there you have it. Don't look at the mess inside. You could add some of these as well, but you'd need obviously some hot glue. So just to recap, thank you. It is And this is it. This is our project for today. We use the Posh Chalk Metallic and blue phthalo, 2 little pieces of WoodUBend, and you can always highlight this. We dotted some gold pigment, gold Byzantine pigment, inside and on the handle, and this is what you get. You can put some small lights if you find some. You can do basically really anything. So thank you so much for watching me. Thank you, WoodUBend, for giving me this opportunity. And this is another education station coming to you from Boston. Take care, everyone. Bye.